like we heard. It's actually very interesting. So, Yawa, can you tell us, please, what would you say, what advice do you want to give to young people here who wants to develop strategic partnership involving high-level stakeholders? What advice do you want to give to our young leaders?
Well, I would encourage every young person in this room who has a big idea to don't despise the small beginning.
Yes.
You know, the small beginning, especially in this Instagram age where you're probably seeing examples of other people that you know who you may have gone to school with or may be older than, who seem to have a higher profile than you, to be doing better than you. And I think sometimes there's this competitiveness that makes you sometimes jump the gun with an idea that's not yet tested. So I think my first advice would be don't be in a rush to go public. Perfect the idea. Look out for people who can collaborate with you, even if it means your first couple of engagements are free. I also have a social entrepreneurship background, and it made a difference when I came to the scene as the founder of a women's leadership NGO. It made a difference when I went to other women's NGOs and was just really learning from them. How do you put programming together? Who are you partnering with? How are you finding the money? I was volunteering at their programs. I was, doing things that were amplifying others first. And that helped me learn, and it made me, in my opinion, a little more sharper when there became more of a public face to my enterprise. So the first piece of advice is don't despise that small beginning. Don't be afraid to not be in the limelight yet. Perfect the idea, solidify yourself, build your own personal skills. Because the second piece of advice that I wanted to share is improve your communication skills. You will be judged by what you find words for. So some of us have great ideas but haven't really perfected it. And I know part of this forum, there's going to be a pitch competition, and there's some sessions that are helping us really enhance that part of our skill set. Because the communication skills, I think, really makes a difference when you're able to communicate clearly, concisely, and confidently about the ideas that you've created. And then I think lastly, it kind of builds on what John said a few moments ago about partnerships are hard. It is challenging. You require a certain humility. Partnering with someone or an institution, an individual, starts first with building trust. And trust can be hard. Trust means that there may be some unanswered questions, there may be some anxieties, there may be some, and you may have had bad experiences in the past of having partnered with someone that broke your trust or didn't do what they said they would do, etc. So I feel like most of us are haunted by the experiences. If we didn't live them out, we know of them from other people. And so we're going it alone because you don't want to trust anybody with your idea, and you hold it so close. It's your baby, but it's a precious baby that when you hold too tight, you kill it. So one of my learnings as a social entrepreneur was having that humility to recognize that I'm not the source of all the knowledge. Other people can help me take care of my baby, and to trust them enough to cede some of the responsibility that was on me. And quite honestly, the organization is the better for it. So I would encourage you to not be afraid of partnering. You partner once, it doesn't work out, don't be afraid to try again, because you can look at the top 10 companies in the world. All of them have co-founders. So maybe start there. You have an idea, maybe you were good at talking about it, but you need someone who can do the internal work of operations and other things. So complement yourself with others who can be strong in the areas where you may be weak. Because if you really want to go far, you can't do it by yourself. And nothing of great and lasting value gets done alone. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.